नमस्ते। हमेशा खुश रहो बेटिया। I am JVN Devendra Kumar, Assistant Professor in Faculty of Education and Methodology, Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today, in this session of Pedagogy of English, I am going to discuss the development of English language in India. The first question, like how a language named English it actually reaches to our land and became the language of everyone. So we need to understand the history. India had been a colony of British, Portuguese, and others. Like the speakers of English language, they reaches India during colonial time, and after that English was came to the common prevalences. So East India Company in 18th century, it actually put some efforts to spread their dominance in Indian subcontinent as well. So in this line, later on, Christian missionaries came to India. Number of English writers they wrote about Indian subcontinents, and there was a book named The Tutor by John Miller. This was also written in 1797, and this was published in Bengal. So here we can understand that the socio-historical stage of the role of English in education was staged in the second half of 18th century. Then William Macaulay came to India, and even he actually delivered a very controversial speech in 1835 about the significance of English language in the colony. So Macaulay, for the very first time, he introduced English teaching in India, and the first was to create through the education a kind of a class of the native people who are native by their colors and way of thinking, but they would be the people who are going to support English culture, English value and tradition, and they are basically going to play a role of interpreter for the Britishers. Basically, actually it was very difficult for Britishers to understand the myriad of languages in this territory. So that is why, to fulfill their need, Macaulay understood the dire need to rule the colony. By that language, English language teaching could have helped the Britishers to understand the things easily. Thus, they had a class, we can say clerical staff of English, Babu class that was named, and most of them, the middle of 19th century, and the objective of English were very clearly led for the remaining period of colonial rule. There were a few landmarks in the development of English, such as they established University of Calcutta and Chennai in 1857 and another university in Dhaka in 1920. They started to provide the training of administration or academicians imparted through English, uh, and the resolution of educational policy was also presented by 1913. So, for the entire period of British rule, four broad development took place. First, 1600 to 1800, during the early years, the variety of English used was quite imitative and very formal. And after 1850 to 1847, Indian intellectuals and freedom fighters effectively used English as a tool for political awakening or resurgency. We have a trio in English literature, Raja Rao, R.K. Narayan, and Molkarajanand. They raised the colonial issues, how the native people are exploited in the hand of the Britishers, and they also raised the awareness among the people, and basically they were writing about Indian freedom movement as well. So here, through the use of English language, we find a global reader, and due to that we was in a position to interact our vernacular language to the rest of the world. And in this way, a number of people who are living in different countries, they understand the thing and they came in the favor of India. That are the big development that were actually happening at that particular time. And this English language play a very important role in this field of English. And even today, it is taught as a compulsory language in the most of the states across. It is the medium of instruction of technical, medical, law, engineering, commerce, science, and technology everywhere. A large number of English medium schools like CBSE board and ICSE boards are working. The pattern are providing education through English as a medium of instruction. Number of central universities are open, near about 50. The in most of these university, the medium of instruction is English. Even in this way, this particular language has become a lingua franca, means this is a language of communication by the people who belong to the different languages. Our English is a lingua franca for not only Indians but throughout the world as well. Different disciplines of English, disciplines are benefited by the use of English language as they are able to actually access the material that are used or developed or researched by the other countries, or so they are with the credit you can use that particular thing. So the credit of developing the English, Indian languages goes to Britishers. By reading English books, Indian writers developed their own language and literature that included the Indian-ness in it. Number of Indian words were the part of their writings, though they are writing in English. Number of cultural words were as it is introduced in their writings. The development of modern Indian novels, short stories, drama, Indian theories, rasa, and others, entirely due to the impact of English. These are accessible to the world leader. So such are the regions that helped English to become an important language not only in India but throughout the world. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0, Jayoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Hope you are satisfied with this digital session. If you have any doubt related to this session, please mention in the comment section. Your doubts will be resolved through a online session by the end of this week. Thank you very much for listening me patiently.